what can we do better as a group?
We have a lot of events going on, and we try to fill out seminars to not only enrich our agents and to actually bring value to the entire group.
What's their goal in real estate? We know exactly where they're going to want to go and how we're going to take them towards it. Welcome to the Enrich Group podcast. I'm excited that we actually spent a lot of time on this and getting things ready, getting it going. You are setting up a pre-seat. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi.
So yeah.
Honest cheers.
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 For a good start.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers for the first one.
A new media room. Hey, everybody. If you haven't seen this, it's fantastic.
Yes. So we got more to come. Actually, we have the Enrich Group. We will have the Enrich Group of LED light along with EXP.
Oh, wow.
Custom made.
Custom made. It will look amazing as well. So
See, one thing I like about Andy is he doesn't mind spend a little bit of money and then we can up it.
Not only that, I get free coffee from here.
well, we love people, our group of agents coming back to the office, using the office, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's what's the point of having the office?
Yeah, I think that's one of the main things. Having an office and actually using an office is totally two separate things. And I believe that if I'm in the office, I feel more productive versus me just being at home.
Sounds like I think you're wiped it out.
I'm white
I'm trying to turn a little bit of that light
Towards me.
towards
Yes.
like this way.
Okay.
Yes, I think that would be better.
Yeah.
It's
Better.
Am I a little bit darker now?
I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's
You don't like have a
A halo.
halo to argue or something.
I'm descended from the heaven.
yes. All right.
Hey, Wilson, come on, join us.
Wilson, come join us.
Hey, what's going on? I don't think there's room.
We are testing
Well, you can
podcast.
just bring a chair in and sit with me.
Yeah.
No, I have Angela's outside.
All right, that's
I'm
outside.
going to teach her how to use the LOS.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect.
Onboarding.
But yeah, we're just testing it out.
That's cool.
Yeah, that makes microphones. It's actually working well.
Is it good? Is it working good?
Yes.
It's working well.
The
Yeah.
lighting's good.
Yes.
So what is this? What is the use of that? Is just to look
The
cool?
sound less
Soundproof?
less echoes, right?
It was actually meant to have less echo, but you have to have everything.
Lighting isn't nice. It's all just I think it still makes a difference.
It's
The
just
whole wall.
the way that Wilson did. But with this right now, it's just.
That's what.
It's good enough.
That's what.
It has some
it
texture.
looks fancy, but it has to have some use. Otherwise, why bother?
Oh, it's just like it's just like a picture frame. You know, like a picture.
Okay.
It's nice to look at.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. What do you like? What do you guys want to talk about? The spring market, the IG, Instagram, what is working for each of us.
I mean, since is the podcast that we did for the Enrich Group, how about we start with the why Enrich Group that got you? I think we talked about this last time already, but I wanted to really emphasize a little bit about the Enrich Group and then go into the real estate market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ken, you want to start first? I mean, let's start with what do you see in terms of where our group is going? Why you joined, and what do you see good about it? What's bad about it? What can you do better as a group?
No. That is a good question. I don't know. I joined a year ago, February 1st. More than a year ago now. There was no Enrich Group yet. So the Enrich Group just started
This year.
end of last year.
End of last year.
End of last year or this year.
That's right.
What is it going? I've seen you put a lot of effort, and James, like having, agent parties and meetings and training and stuff like that, which I like a lot because on my own I would do it, right?
Yes, we want to make not just real estate, but as well make it fun, right?
Yes.
So we have you actually being the leader of our monthly activities games, right? Which is amazing as well. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna have one next week, right?
Yes, we could.
So if you're with us or you're not with us and you'd like to join our badminton in Richmond Hill at 16 and 404, let me know.
Yes.
Slide me a DM. This is what Stella would say.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, besides that, what are things that we are doing good? What are things that you think that we could do better or improve on? Yeah.
Let Mike talk about it first.
Mike, tell me away.
Yeah, that's a solid question. I think right now our trajectory for the office is pretty solid. We have a lot of events going on, and we try to fill out seminars to not only enrich our agents and to actually bring value to the entire group. And I think that's very important. And I truly believe when people hear about it, when people learn the amount of values that we bring, I'm pretty sure a lot of agents who are new or who want more value in their brokerage will actually look us up and be happy or be interested in learning more about the Enrich Group. There are a lot of things that are still developing within the group, and there are a lot of to be announced projects within the group, and I'm very excited for the future.
That's great. That's great of actually you sharing these points. Now, what are things that before we go back to Ken, what are things that you feel that we should do better?
One of the things that I feel we should be doing better is really understand what needs our team, what sort of things that we can do to help our team to either come back to the office or to help them in either their productions or in their business. I think there is some room of improvement that we can have there. And at the end of the day, our objective is to bring value to the agents. And if we don't know what sort of value that they need, right, it's really hard to pick and choose what sort of content we should be providing to our team.
Great point. I actually started wanting to implement when we have new agents onboarding, we're going to have them do a sort of a survey with us, saying that what they're looking for, right? What's their goal in real estate, so that we know exactly where they're going to want to go and how we're going to take them towards it. That's something that we're going to be implementing as well as when they on board with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. You have to know why.
Yes.
Everything, if you find out your why, and if your why is big enough, then you will find a way to get there. So yes, it's definitely important to know each agent's or each friends who on board with us, their goal, why they come to us, and then we see whatever we can do to help them achieve that goal.
Yeah, and I think that is the main reason why we have this group to begin with, is to help each other and is to bring value to everybody, right? We want to grow together and we want to succeed together, and that's why I feel I'm so fortunate to be in part of this group, because I feel the success that we are having, and it will definitely take my business to the next level.
Perfect. Before that, I have to correct one thing. Keep going.
It's not recorded.
No, it's recording. On this camera so that he can use this.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Oh, so it's synced properly.
Yes, it's okay. We can still hear your voice.
Sure. Doesn't matter.
All right, Ken. So,
All right.
going back to you. What are you that what can we do better? What are the things that we need to improve on? What we do good? I mean, one thing that I always believe is that constantly upgrading. I mean, not just upgrading on what they needed, but it's just that stuff. For example, we upgraded the social media room so that we can actually use it properly.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually had this social media room, I think 5 months ago.
Maybe
Yes.
a long time ago.
Yes. 5-6 months ago. And
I've seen Bo and Gary using it.
and we actually, you and I did
Yeah, we did a podcast. Yes, before. Right.
It wasn't like this.
No.
So we upgraded to make it more.
Now it's much nicer.
That's what I mean.
It
Upgraded.
feels good too, sitting here, three of us talking.
Yes. So the point is upgrading to actually make it look more better, right? So yeah.
Okay.
What are your things that you wanted to actually things that you want to add?
No. What do you? No, nothing. Okay. One thing I think our group. I don't know. It's just me. I find that WhatsApp group message too many. If it's not important, don't put it up.
You got my point, right? So that's the reason that we wanted to actually limit to the stuff that it's more important.
Right.
If it's something that are not as important, you want to. But I'm thinking of actually having besides the WhatsApp group, informations, and I'm going to create the sending out our weekly emails for the Enrich Group, so that you see the schedules and stuff.
Emails on my thing to go to, but anyway, it's fine. I'll commit myself to come to the office, and not that you tell me.
In person.
Face to face.
In person is better.
We'll have a post. What's going on now?
Cool.
Announcements. I think that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Having an announcement for it, where you can see all the stuff, what's going on that week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like you, if I didn't call you, I think last week, you know what's going on.
I know. I'm at a point. I had given up reading the WhatsApp message, and Andy has to call me if he want me to come to the office for any kind of meeting.
Actually, it's something that I wanted to everyone like participate. Since we're here already, why don't we just participate more so that we all get benefit out of what we're doing, right?
So we want to declutter the amount of information posted on WhatsApp group.
Yes, for sure. We will try to limit. Like last time, I think we got one of our partner in a group chat sending 14 pictures for a pretend
What's the assignment sale, right?
Yes, I was going to tell him that you can have a link. If you have a link, it'll be easier. Right. But anyways, there's things that we can do we'll have a lot more stuff to showcase on how can we be more efficient and more effective, and having different links. Like say you see that I've actually upgraded the deposit link. Did you know that?
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I saw.
Did you like that? No?
I haven't used it yet. I haven't had any.
It's not gonna, you're not use it. You're not going to use it.
I know.
But more for the co-op agent.
For the co-op agent to do it.
The idea is great, I think, because it centralizes everything.
Yes.
And so you don't need to scramble like, oh, who's coming, who's not. Everything is already predetermined.
Yeah.
And somebody just need to be in the office.
Yes.
And
that's correct.
And pick up the check. Also for the room.
Yep.
Good.
So we got two locations where you could do we give you extensions to actually select.
Either go to Mississauga or come here.
Yeah, either Mississauga or in Richmond Hill, whichever works better for you, right? It's about our providing service to our group. Say, hey, now we don't have one location; we have more than one location for this.
Soon to be third.
Yes.
Whoa.
Potentially,
I gotta let Mike head it.
Yes, potentially we will have third locations, right? I guarantee that. My goal is to have by the end of the year, we'll have another location. Either in Scarborough, either in the north. I'm pretty sure we will.
Or Markham.
Yeah, Markham. Yeah.
Or Ajax, Pickering.
That's a little bit too far.
Well, I mean, Scarborough.
There are people there.
Yeah.
So,
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
For sure, there's many people everywhere that need it, right? Yeah. So we're talking about Enrich Group. Now, we want to move on to spring market.
Yeah, where do you guys think the spring market is heading to?
Well,
Let's start with you. Would your listing sales a lot or multiple biddings?
recently, I think I think put it this way, last month was slow
Okay.
for me.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing that there's going to be more homes. You see, there's a lot of news coming out saying, "Hey, you know what? You should buy now." As in fact, I just saw this morning. We've been telling a lot of our buyers too, say, "Hey, if you want to wait until the interest rate goes down, obviously there are going to be more buyers into the market. When there's more buyers to the market, the price may go up.
Right.
So you should buy. Why would you actually want it to wait until price goes up where you can take advantage of the price right now?"
Yeah.
And I saw this news this morning stating that the economists stating that buyers should buy now versus waiting. So that's exactly what we're saying across the last, say, 6 months,
Yes.
right? So I do see that the market will be picking up more and more.
I agree.
And inventory is going to be increasing as well in the next few months when the weather gets better. And at the meantime, I won't see a huge increase because with the overall economy, I think that it won't be a huge increase. That's why I say. Kevin?
Well, I have not listed any property to sell yet. However, I have participated in many biddings with my buyers, and I tell you what, when you list it low enough, there will be a lot of people bidding for the property. So I have been to a property which is like, my favorite would say, if you get in the house, you come out, you have to burn your clothes. That's one of those property, and it's so over like 25% over asking, and it wasn't even low. I was expecting 720, and it's so up to like 860. So it's a townhouse. So the market is picking up. Depends on the price, how you list it. So pricing it properly to engage people's, bidding is important, I guess.
Yeah, I think also the type of houses is pretty important because I was working with a buyer and the buyer needs to downsize. So the buyer needs to sell their current detached home and to move into a condo. I have a listing for a condo that I tried to pull a multiple offer and it's got 4 offers, but wasn't to the seller expectation. So that tells me something. It's telling me that there's no inventory for detached house like single houses, semis, townhomes, but then there is quite a few of inventory for condos. So I think that there's some sort of a gap there, where if you're planning to downsize, you can sell your house for a pretty good price or for top dollars in the spring market just because there's not enough inventory. And when you buy a condo, you have the bargaining chip. So I think that's what I'm seeing in the condo market.
Condo market is actually a little bit slower due to many things, many impact with where during the COVID time where the price have gone up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right. So I think the COVID time those condos are because of the price range had gone up. Right?
Yes.
So now we're seeing that's going to be decreasing for a bit. I'll say anywhere from 5-10% compared to I'll say last year.
Yeah.
And then it's actually a great time to actually pick up condos right now.
Yeah.
So inventory is increasing.
The seller that I am working with to sell the condo, the reason why they're selling in the first place is because the interest rate increased so much to them that it wasn't just viable to keep holding and keep on renting it out because the rent doesn't even cover anything out. Their mortgage is significantly higher. And so that's why they're selling because they're losing money every single month.
Yep.
And I think a lot of other investors, especially in the downtown core, they're feeling something similar as well.
Yeah, I do say that there's going to be a lot of opportunity here in condo market versus the freehold. I think that anything with, I'll say within 1.5 million range, they still go fast,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, in terms of bidding war, I think I did about 5 bidding war in February. Only one worked, one sold, which is crazy. So
So sellers expected a lot more than the market can afford.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons as well. The sellers have higher expectation, saying, "Oh, the rates are going to come down." They want it to sell it to where much over what the others are selling. So eventually, yes. Or I mean, some of them are actually reasonable, but they just not getting a bite.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that going into the spring market, we will have a better in terms of that situation.
I think it will, because the interest rate, I don't think it will go up. I think it will eventually go down.
Yeah, just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
Yes.
So I think that will definitely bring up the real estate market.
For sure.
Depends on how much, right?
Exactly.
What do you think?
But again, I think our job as an agent, we need to prep our client. So knowing the condition of the market and going in with whatever they know on hand is important, so that they know what's ahead. They make the investment for not feeling. So,
And I think you bring a very good point, Ken, because you go to Instagram, you go to, like Blog TV or Blog TO, and you hear a lot of headlines. Oh, the house is doing this, the housing market is doing this and that, right? That may not necessarily be true. And we are in the front lines of actually helping clients buying and selling, investing houses. So we experience it firsthand and bring like good information and prepping our clients to be well informed. I think that is what makes our clients more successful in whatever achievements that they want to achieve in their goals.
Perfect. All right.
yep, I guess
You guys
he said it all. I mean, the market is the market. Doesn't matter how it goes up, goes down. The price is right, people will buy.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's price.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
80 to 90% is price.
yes.
Price.
What kind of condition the property is?
Yeah, price is a
Price is the main
reflect the location, reflect the condition, reflect demand and supply.
Yeah.
because you will have T-junction properties, it will sell as well. You will have a crappy homes, it will sell as well because they're not actually selling the property itself. They're selling the land, let's say.
Right.
So T-junctions, numbers, T-44, 14.
Yeah.
Hey, guess
So
what?
superstitions. If you don't believe in it, just don't believe in it, and it won't happen.
Well, you don't, honestly, that could be your superstition is one of the reasons. And let's say T-junction. Let's say if you during the winter, and the driver, who actually was trying to stop, but mystically pressed the accelerate.
Back.
So that's I mean, it could happen, right? Potentially it could happen. And same thing with the property that we're talking about north of Richville, right?
Yes.
Remember that property?
The T-junction property.
It's actually not on T-junction. It's just
not.
Is it?
It's slightly off of a T-junction.
And it's actually besides next to the stop sign.
Yes, next to the stop sign.
So let's say if you back it out,
Yes.
and there's a car over there. So
That's why we have car insurance.
yes, we have car insurance, but guess what?
What?
You want to go through these kind of situations, do you?
Nobody will.
Yeah, I assume nobody wants it.
Yes.
I mean,
So we want it clean. So that's why we avoid those. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's about pricing, just like what Ken said, right?
yeah.
If price is good enough, there's going to be buyer willing to purchase.
Yes.
Okay.
But right now, do you think that the market is dictated by the sellers more or by the buyers more? Or is it like a mixed bag?
It depends on the motivation of the parties. If the sellers want to sell and need to sell, it'll be more like the buyers offer whatever they want to take, right? I think it's not one side. At this moment, I believe it's kind of
Balance.
in the middle. It's not a buyer's market either. It's not a seller's market either. It's kind of a...
Well, I mean, if we're going to the balance market, seller's market, buyer's market, there's a stats on that.
Right.
So if we're talking about today's market in general in Toronto Real Estate Board or in GTA, it's actually seller's market. Because month of inventories is actually less than 4. We're at approximately 2 months to actually sell the whole inventories. In the case where there's no new inventory coming up, right? So anything under 4 is actually seller's market.
Okay.
Anything between 4 and 6 is actually balanced market. Anything over 6 months of inventories, let's say there's last month, let's say there's 5,000 home sales, and there's 60,000. I mean, let's say not 60,000. Let's say 30,000. That's 6 months of inventories.
Okay.
If there's no inventory coming out, so which means that we're going into seller's market, the buyer's market. Does that make sense? So at this moment, I do see that it's actually seller's market, but again, we have to go into micro communities,
Right.
Because in general, it shows that it's a seller's market. But hey, guess what? About my listing, I'm not selling. Okay. Let's say I give him one of my examples over in Stouffville. I sold 2 already. I have another one over there sitting there. There's about 12 homes in that small pocket subdivision. 11, 12 similar.
On the market.
Anywhere from 2,500 square feet to 3,500 square feet.
Wow.
Is there a difference in size? Of course. Is there a difference in terms of renovation? Of course. So the buyers got to choose from.
Yes.
So is that a seller's market in that area? Probably not.
No.
So we have to look at
depends on
the area.
the immediate vicinity.
And that's why this morning I asked you if there is any units available in that condo building.
Yes.
Or even a block.
Surrounding, yes.
Surrounding, yes.
Yeah.
There is a lot.
So that would definitely impact. And if you're asking who dictates it, in terms of the buyer or seller, I would say it depends on the area.
So can you work with a lot of buyers? Do you? What sort of objections or do you see that the buyers are very picky in getting a house for investment purpose or for
At least my buyers are.
buyers are picky?
Obviously, it's a big investment. These days, you're talking anywhere around $1 million or up, right?
Yes.
So they have to be picky, and which is understandable.
Right.
However, I currently work with a investor buyer who is kind of tire kicking, but that's fine. Take the time. And I have others who are serious. They go out just buy. So it's great. Yep. So it depends on their motivation and how bad they want it.
Yeah.
And definitely, it's much easier to get a property now than many months ago.
Oh, really?
I
They
think
have
so.
choices.
Yes.
They have
Yes.
choices.
Yes.
I think that's a little bit different back in January.
Yeah.
In January market, it was kind of crazy.
Yes.
Lack of shortage of inventories in a lot of the area. I mean, even though there's 85 offers in Mississauga, that one was an
85.
that was crazy, but the price, I believe that was still a market price. It wasn't like a crazy.
It was like
It was
crazy over. It was.
I mean, it was overpriced, but I wouldn't say that they did a good job. I have to be honest with that. It was a market price. So if you're selling at market price, why would you hassle having 85 offers? What's the point? Right?
It was
Just imagine you need 2 nights to go over 85 offers. No kidding. And I just want to, I just want to, I have kind of feeling to the agents. Why do you set the price so low? You don't know the market, just put it out there so let people bid for it.
Well, I mean, I do that too. I have to be honest, I do that too.
So the question now is, how low should you be setting your listing from what the market price is? Let's say the market price is $1 million. How low will you want to set that to?
Go ahead.
Is there a fine balance?
The market price is $1 million. How low you want to set it up to?
Yes.
Okay. Again, I would personally look at the location, how many available in the immediate area. And then I also look at the last sold comparable. If people has been selling for $1 million, you should list at least around between 900 to 950, because you don't want too low or too high either. So like, even if you get 5 offers, not all 5 offers are high. There at least 3 of them are junk offers that will give you like asking price. That's my experience. So you ask me, be honest, and maybe even do an open bid like the new rules, right? This close, hey, this is this much. I don't know.
What would you do?
Me?
Yes.
I would, well, pretty much the same thing like what Ken does. Look at the market, that area. Let's say if I am at a certain community, I would look at that community and see what is selling, what is not, and prepare like a CMA around that price. So if it's, for example, if people are not selling, even though the market price is $1 million and people are not selling at 900, then hey, that's some piece of information, right? So that's going to be another discussion with the seller. That's what I would do. It's really, it's hard to say because every market is a little bit different.
So how would you price it?
How will I price it?
Yeah, if the market price is not $1 million, how would you price it?
If it's not $1 million,
If it's $1 million.
but if it is $1 million,
Yeah, the market price is $1 million. How would you price it?
well, again, I'll look at it, and then let's say that the market price is $1 million, would go $899. If I feel that it's a seller market, and if I know that there are buyers there, there's not much inventory in the area, I would want to price it a little bit lower, and to try for a bidding.
Yeah. So sometimes it backfire for the multiple bidding. So just to tell you the story of my listing in Stouffville, my client hasn't bought, so they have to sell. We knew the last one across the street sold for 880 something, but that was, I believe, it's too low. I know the price should be around 950 to 980, and we listed at 950, I believe. Actually, no, we listed at $1 million, hoping maybe a little room to negotiate. However, because the house itself has a lot of upgrade, it presents so well. The first day we listed it, there were 5 showings, and that night we sold it $20,000 over asking. That's not bad.
So what do you mean backfire?
Backfire, like if the client want to really sell, if you list it too low and the bidding doesn't come, say for example, I wanted $1 million or they want $1 million. If you list at 900, what if all 5 offers give you 950? What are you gonna do?
Tell them that we want $1 million.
Okay. However, we listed at 9999 and we got over.
Okay. Yep. I mean, I have to say that there's no best way. It really depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Your story works phenomenal.
Yeah.
And in my case in Stouffville as well, back in end of December, I think 2020, I've actually listed it. The seller wants over 1.9. I listed 1.688.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have much showing. But I was talking to one of the agents, and he wants to present it in the office. I said, "Do you want me to present in the office? Come over."
Yes.
Right. I'd love to have you over.
Yeah.
And I actually got him over.
And recruited his agent.
He actually presented the offer,
Yeah.
and I kind of keep on keep it going with the because there's two other offers as well. So I can't
With the negotiation.
yes negotiation. So I got over $58,000 over asking price, over what the sellers say. Hey, over on 1.9. So I got them over, and it worked. At the meantime, there's 11 properties available in that pocket as well.
Okay.
So none of them sold in the last 5 to 6 months. After the one that I sold, there's the houses are moving afterwards.
Okay.
Now I sold another one in the area, and then I have a same subdivision, another one here again, but I'm not selling it. So going back to your point, I actually tried a couple times with list the market price, lower it, list the market a little bit lower than what the market price is again. I'm not actually getting any bites because there's too many availables, and there's not a lot of people wanting to move that area. So it's really
weird.
Sorry?
Yeah, I know when there are 11 listings, there must be a reason why those people are moving out. Maybe that's why less people going in there or something.
It's actually a new subdivision.
So there's
And
some kind of correction in that area.
A, there's people wanting, they're investors. And B, they forced to close, pretty much forced to close. Now they want to cash it out,
Oh, okay.
right? So a lot of people are losing money in that subdivision right now.
Oh, wow.
So, and going back to your point is that if I were to at 1 million at the market price, I will actually list it like two ways. Option, it depends on the situation, the buyers, the seller's situation. If they want, I feel that younger generations or elderly will want to be a more a laid back way where we list it at $1,999,999. So yeah, that one there we list. I would list it for $899. Sorry, $799.
Or 7, even lower.
Yes, I will list it $799.
Again, I think it depends on the type of seller you're going to be working with.
Yes,
And the market in the community.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
I will list it $799 or up an option at $999.
Right.
It depends on the seller. If they are more comparable, let's say going back to North Richville,
Yes.
they were more prefer at a price of
A market price.
market price.
Yes.
Sorry, it should be market price a little bit over.
Yes.
Market price is.
Over market price.
And my thinking is that if we list it at that price,
Yeah.
there are going to be less showings.
I agree.
There are going to be less showings.
I agree.
Now, if we want more buyers to come into the property and see it, we have to list it lower. But it really depends on. I mean, if we want a listing, we should actually go a little bit lower.
Mhm.
Sorry, go actually to what they were looking for. But at the meantime, I feel that if the prices are at 1.2 to 1.25, and they want to list at 1.35, it might be a little bit tough. But the good news is that once you get a sign, potentially they will work with you.
Yeah.
If you provide a good service where you keep them updates every single week,
Yeah.
they will work with you.
Yeah.
They see that you are actually working.
Yeah. And that's our job, is to provide value
Yes.
to any sellers, any buyers, any investors.
Yeah.
And I think the North Richville one, there is some challenges for the house.
Yes.
You have your T-junction, and I think that's the main one. The house inside actually shows pretty well, I think.
I think it's dated.
You think it's dated?
There's a lot of work that needs to be done for them to. Because think about this: if you're going to be moving in yourself,
Yeah.
how much money do you have to spend to make it to what you're looking for?
I mean, the basement is carpeted, and the walls is wooden panels.
Yes.
That's going to be some money to do some renovations there,
Besides that, what else?
Well, I think even on the first floor, it was old,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
I mean, we're thinking about this because, think about that. Hypothetically, say that we're the buyer. How much money do we have to spend in order to make it up to standard to what we want. I mean, I'm not asking you to make it for to a home like Young and Finch.
Yeah.
I'm not asking them to do that, right? I mean, obviously, if you want that, you have to spend a lot more money. But I'm just saying to bring it up to a minimum standards.
Yeah.
The house needs some work. I'll say about
80,000.
somewhere around that,
Around that.
$80,000 to $100,000,
Yes.
right? So you have to add on top of that, probably not 80. Let's say not 800. Let's say 50 to $80,000,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you still have to spend that.
The seller was, or the owner, they were very proud in having a built-in sound system in the basement.
But how much does it cost?
So what value does that bring to the buyer?
Well, I mean, it's not all. I mean, it does have a somewhat value, but the point is, if I didn't have that and I do a brand new one, how much is this? What that costs?
Yeah.
2,000, 3,000, 5,000 top of that. I'm pretty sure I can get the new smart high tech for $5,000.
If it's made in China, probably.
Bill, no, I don't think so.
New building system, sound speaker.
The speakers are they're like, speakers are a couple of $100, $200-$300
Per speaker.
per speaker.
Okay. If it is per speaker,
Yeah,
then you can buy it under 5.
you're not. I mean, if you wanted to have it like a bridal path built-in speakers, hey, guess what? That's maybe $50,000,
Right? Better be gold plated.
right? So if you want it, I mean, standard, home theater style, that doesn't cost you much. And those ones they had, it wasn't built-in, by the way. It was just cable they fished
So
it.
yes, the cable was built in.
Cable fished it.
Yes.
Right. The speakers, they were you can get it for $100. Those ones, not even built-in as well.
Yes.
So I'd say $2,000 maximum. I can get about within the $2,000. I guarantee you, I can. If I want to set up the outer side where we have the built-in the speakers and stuff.
You mean the seminar?
The
The seminar?
other side, yes.
Okay.
I'll say I can get done in $1,000.
No way.
Yes.
Not from, like, the speakers are not from China.
The branded one, like JBC or not both.
JB.
Not of course, not both.
No.
Right. Something
Decent enough
decent enough
for its purpose.
built in, and if I want 5, let's say, built in with what wired cable, okay, and with what's it called, the system over there,
Yeah.
I'll say $1,000. But the system itself could be a little bit expensive. The amplifier could be a little bit expensive, depends on what you're looking for. Because I have a couple of them at home as well, right? I had the home theater ones. I had a home, so I know that. Like, if you want a nice amplifier,
Yeah.
then it could cost you a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
But if you wanted something that's working, it's good enough. Guess what? $500 you can get it done. If you want it nice, really nice, maybe $5,000 you can spend.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Speakers can go crazy in terms of price.
I think speaker is one of those things that it's like a collector item.
Yes. Well, for me, I mean, I'm not a collector. I just want to get it. Hey, if I'm watching this movie at home theater, I want to make sure the sounds okay. I don't have to be. Look, I don't see. Have to be something like the movie theaters, right? It's decent enough. I'm okay. But if you want nice, or like really, really nice, hey, you gotta pay for it, right? Because of quality, you're getting.
So, do you have karaoke in your house?
No.
See, that's why you have that speaker. Because if you have karaoke, I have a lot of friends that have karaoke in their house.
Yes.
Spend tens and thousands of dollars in speaker.
Yes, that's different. That's speaker. It's not built in meant for
Okay.
for
For like a home entertainment.
Yes, it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Because if you're actually going for after the karaoke and stuff, you want a microphone nice.
Yeah.
You want to sound nice.
You want the sound?
It's totally different. We're talking about
Okay.
right. Home theaters and karaoke's are totally two different games that we're referring to. Let's say if you were listening Actually, we're talking something fully. But it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yes. I mean, it's fun to have these kind of conversation to learn about it and many different stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Just
So
we always learn from each other.
let's do this every single week. How about this?
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Let's set up time to 30 minutes, and then we'll have different people.
Different people come in, different people join us.
Yeah.
Drop in.
Yes, I'll fix this microphone, by the way.
I think you need to pay $500 for that guy to come fix it.
No. I'm gonna beat him up again. Yeah, that's good. But by the way, do you know what was missing?
What is missing?
I figured I was so stupid when I feel after he was here for an hour, 2 hours.
Okay.
I figured one thing because you actually need the audio thing.
Yeah.
This Focusrite.
Okay.
You have to go into Focusrite and set up the microphones. Once you set up correctly, it will automatically sync to it.
So you had all the equipment.
I had all the.
You had all the equipment. Just wasn't wired properly.
It was wired properly.
Or it was wired properly, but the setting was wrong.
Setting. I didn't download this thing.
Oh, you didn't?
And he's kind of set up and adjust all this stuff, and then it was working. But adjusting, we can do it ourselves too. But the thing is, I was missing this app.
Yeah.
I had this app already.
Yes. You were missing an app?
Missing this app.
You're missing this app.
So no, I don't need it because he set up an app already. Every time I turn it on, everything will synchronize. And if I connect this.
And you had to pay $500 for that.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It was nice.
Nice work. Yeah.
I told Sonny, I said, good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. This is going to cut it off.
Yeah.
But he's pissing you off.